Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a brand new news video, and in today's video we're going over all the latest news in Fortnite. There isn't as much today, but there's enough to go over to cover a bunch of stuff, so I hope you guys are excited for it. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, kind of in small bunches. So let's jump into it. As always guys, subscribe if you are new around here. It just really goes a long way and helps support the channel. And if you enjoy these daily updates, make sure you do stay subscribed. So what is going on in the world of Fortnite today? Well, there's a lot of stuff going around. The Darkness bundle has also returned to the shop. If you're interested in that, that is officially back. That's one thing that's back, and here is the item shop for today as well. If you're interested in this, you can check it out on screen right here. Here's an overview of that. Obviously a few new items in there, and a lot of the TikTok emotes have returned as well, the ones that you can do with other people, which is kind of neat. So yeah, if you're interested in them, make sure you pick them up. Also, a really interesting point coming in from Fortnite status is a lot of the animals and NPCs have all been disabled from competitive. So I think the NPCs are still in, it just seems to be IO guards and a bunch of the animals. So really surprised with this one. This is just to improve the gameplay, but it really does look like competitive is just losing and losing and losing everything. It's almost turning back like a few seasons. It's kind of like in a completely different like era, which is kind of neat because I kind of like that. I feel like competitive shouldn't be like casual, because that allows us to have more experimental stuff in casual, have more fun with certain items, which I think a lot of us do want. But also I do like the aspect that competitive has crazy stuff in, especially when you're watching it. It kind of like takes away, in my opinion, for spectators, it's nowhere near as fun to watch if they haven't got crazy items. Obviously that's my opinion on it. I felt like when I used to watch like the World Cups and stuff, it was really fun because they'd have like ballers and all these like really crazy items that you just wouldn't expect in a competitive situation. But in this situation now, it's really lacking. I feel like that's what I feel like anyway. So moving on to the next topic, this is actually on the topic of NPCs. So apparently, again, I've been covering a lot about NPCs guys, but we love NPCs. This is a new one. So NPCs apparently are going to give you about 20 heal of Chug splashes if you do a certain emote when you talk to them. And this has been in the files for a while apparently, and it's now been enabled. So each NPC will do like an emote with you. I think this is going to try and advertise like sales of emotes. And when you do this near an NPC, it'll auto do it. So if you don't have the emote, don't worry, it'll let you do it for this like one time. Then it heals you 20 shields. So kind of cool. I think that's kind of quite neat, you know, that sort of thing's making it a little bit different. And you can see a bunch of the dialogue that the NPCs do say here. So yeah, kind of nice. I'm really excited for that. And obviously this sort of stuff is nice for the Fortnite future, especially 20 shield per NPC, as well as their kind of like loot drop as well. Kind of neat. I'm kind of excited and liking that. So that's pretty cool. Also, zombies could be making their return next season. It would make sense because it will be heading into the Halloween era. Speaking of next season, it'll be September. Halloween will be October. So it will run through that kind of like proportion of the calendar. So let's hope that we do get these back, and these have been kind of updated in the BR files. Apparently the BR NPC spawners last update were added back to the files, so that's kind of neat, and just a small changes with the fiends and the brutes. So yeah, it's kind of cool. I'm guessing these will be ready for next season's release, or maybe even some teasers towards the end of this season using them as kind of like in-game, I guess, teasers maybe for the Halloween season, which is kind of cool. Also, a year ago today, season 3 was released, and yeah, season 3 was one of my favorite ones because it had weekly changes. It was one of the only seasons where we got like consistent weekly changes with map changes, like giant ones, because of the water level. I covered it every single week for you guys. I don't know if you remember watching that series on the channel, but it was really cool, and it was one of my favorite map change series to do. I think it was my second favorite map change series to do, with the first one being back in the Tomato versus Durburger War back in chapter 1, season 6, season 7 era. So that went on for like 3 seasons to season 8. Remember guys, I have been doing map changes since season 3 chapter 1. I am an OG map change content creator. A lot of new people have jumped on it, but I am continuing to do them for you guys as we do get them. But recently there hasn't been too many in the world of the Battle Royale world, but I am starting to integrate some creative stuff now, especially the way it's going in the future. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And the background gameplay is the updates on the Canyon Racetrack. If you guys haven't already played the Canyon Racetrack, head over to Creative and go over to the Discover tab, and you will find the Canyon Racetrack on there. So make sure you go over there and give that a little shot if you got a little bit of free time. Okay. Our next topic I want to mention is Save the World. Now those that have Saved the World, and it's an OG version, if you're someone that has an OG version of Save the World, please do remember to log in every single day. Today I collected my 150 V-Bucks, and on day 609 I will also be collecting another 150 V-Bucks. This is only if you are lucky enough to purchase Save the World in the first like year it came out, which I know a lot of you are. Not everyone is, so I apologize if you're not one of these people. But I know a bunch of my subscribers that stopped logging in to Save the World. So do remember guys, keep logging in in, I think I've earned over 12,000 V-Bucks at least from Save the World, just doing daily logins and quests and stuff. So honestly, make sure you are always logging in to Save the World if you do own the Founders Edition, which I'm sure many of you do. I'm almost certain a lot of you do. Not everyone, but yes, just double check, guys, if you own it, because you could be getting free V-Bucks every single day like I am. Or not, well, you can actually get them every day. There are challenges to it. I don't do the challenges because they take a little bit too long, but I do the daily logins because, you know, it's every 7 days I get V-Bucks, so kind of cool. 150 is not bad, soon adds up as well, so that's kind of neat. I used to pay my battle passes with this, by the way, like back in the day when the seasons were early days, like season 2 to season 4. I used Save the World only to buy the battle passes. Like I literally didn't spend anything on the game because at the time I only had like 70,000 subscribers, and I just thought, you know what, let's try and do all this for free, and I was doing pretty well. And then eventually I decided to buy a few skins, and now I just buy what skins I like in the shop, you know, not all of them, but any ones that I really do like, I will buy. Back then Fortnite had only just started, and obviously I was still in education and stuff, but now with the channel doing really well and stuff, if there's like a skin that I like the look of, I'll try and buy it. But if not, it's not the end of the world. I kind of just like pick and choose where I want to for content and stuff, so that's kind of nice across the board on that side. Also, some memes which I wanted to cover, which are quite funny this season. So this was one from Reddit here: Fortnite gameplay, no, these sweats are so bad. And then Fortnite Law, I thought it was just a really cool meme. Like, people like are really interested in the lore. I feel like I definitely feel it has expanded. So I was one of the first creators out there to start covering Fortnite Law. I've been doing it since like the early days of like season 3, season 4, and we did a lot of theories about the government and stuff. I feel like the government was mainly started on this channel here. It was like the term we used for it, and it kind of like expanded across the Fortnite universe. So that was kind of neat. And then obviously the storyline wasn't really that like easy to follow back then. It was very kind of like mysterious, and now it's starting to kind of reveal itself a little bit easier to follow. Still a little bit difficult if you're not like in the loop, but that's kind of like a funny reference, isn't it, if you think about it, in the loop. But if you're not into like the storyline every single season, obviously you might lose track a little bit. But since I'd say season 4, since then the storyline definitely has been a lot easier to follow, in my opinion. But linking it back to the old stuff can be a little bit difficult, so that's what I'm here for, to try and help you guys understand everything that's going on. And another one as well is this one. I thought I'd bring this back as a reference because I wanted to make it happen, and it was one of the leaks from a while ago. It was the Christmas Guff, so I'd still love to see this next Christmas as a style or a separate skin. I'm sure many of us would purchase it, the Guff and the meme skin fans out there. I love all the meme skins in Fortnite. I just like the funny ones. It's where Fortnite is for me. I like that side of it, not the competitive side, but the meme style. So yeah, I'd love a Christmas Guff, I really would. So please, Fortnite, do consider adding that one in. I know a lot of people would purchase it. Next one I've got for you guys is another meme on the IO guards. So this one's coming in on Reddit as well, and you can see IO guards in season 5, IO guards in season 7, basically explaining how the IO guards have been completely nerfed. So I noticed a lot of people, when I'm playing with them and stuff, they get a little bit nervous when fighting the IO guards. Don't be as nervous as you would be in season 5. When I come across them in season 5, I was nowhere near them. I would completely avoid them because they're just lazy with their ARs. They had around 400 health as well in season 5. This season they only have 200 health from what I can remember, and most of them only have pistols, and their aim is a lot worse. So do not be feared by the IO guards. Don't let them give you fear. So yeah, just kind of like run away, and just don't run away. Just take them out, you know what I mean? They're easy this season, so don't worry about them at all. Just a little overview if you're not already aware of that. And then obviously the next little meme I've got for you is kind of a cool one as well. This is on the topic, it's not exactly a meme, it's actually a concept which I wanted to put in today's video towards the end. Custom lobby poses. Would anyone like this in the future as an actual kind of like thing that you could use? I do think this would be something in the future, custom lobby poses, because you'd be able to do different ones for different characters. I know a lot of different characters have their own pose in the lobby. A lot of these are using other people's poses and added them in, but I think it would be nice to actually have an option to select the pose. I don't know if it would be used that often, and would it be even like a separate thing you could buy? I guess if it was in the battle passes it would be cool. So you keep the default pose for the skins, and then there's like new ones that appear in the battle pass instead of, I guess, emblems. No one really likes emblems, so it'd be a good replacement for that in my opinion, but only time will tell if Fortnite will add that in. And the final one, I'm not going to put anything on screen for it, but I just suggest it. I would like to see vending machines inside of battle ops. I'd like to see them return with like more experimental items like crash pads, impulses, shockwaves, grapplers, traps, etc., for us to do different stuff like we did have in Playground. So please, Fortnite, or anyone out there who's a Reddit poster, post something on Reddit about it, guys. Please, a few of you, if you want to, or tweet about it. and let people know that we'd like to see vending machines return, especially with impulses, bouncers and stuff like that inside of Battle Labs. It'll make a lot of videos easier as well, and a lot more experimenting can be done if that was the fact. So please, Fortnite, consider adding it back. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video though. As always, don't forget to hit that subscribe, like button and comment down below. I'll see you guys in future content, and once again, this is postboxpat signing out.